Well, good morning to you. Today is the 2nd of April, Saturday the 2nd of April. It's a windy, rainy season morning. Last year, about the end of April, I put up a video that I'll leave a link to, all about the birds in my garden making nests and also feeding the babies. He comes and sits on the wall and sometimes on the clothes area here and sits there with a beak full of food. The bugs are quite large that he brings, whereas she brings little things, he brings big things. Now, interestingly, it was almost like a 15-20 minute ceremony. He would stand there on guard, and at the same time advertising this food he's got hanging from his mouth. And it was the end of April, beginning of May, that the big food was going into the box to feed the babies. Well, that's been happening this week, so we're around about a month ahead. Nature has moved this year a month early. So what we're experiencing now in early April, back end of March, early April, is what we normally get round about late May. So, wow, this is the end of the winter and the hot season as we know it, with dry and horrible looking air and high AQI meter readings. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic weather. I mean, look at this lovely cloud base here hanging over Doi Inthanon. This is Chom Thong, and going up over the top there where that sunshine is, that's Doi Inthanon, and this is the Ping River. And it's a favourite spot of mine to come and look at not to gauge the water so much as just look at the water and look at the people doing stuff on it, as in fishing, making a living, you know, living hand to mouth, cultivating, doing some farming on the river. And there's a guy over there, he's farming some greenery, some vegetables over there on the river, and he's also picking up some fish and snails and things that live in the river. Well, followers of this channel will appreciate that I just enjoy being out and about as a retired individual, looking at the beauty around the countryside here in Chiang Mai. This is the province of Chiang Mai, so good they named it twice. The city of Chiang Mai is where most people take their videos. Sadly, people taking videos of Chiang Mai city encourage people just to stay in the city, and I just don't understand it. Get outside and take a good look at what Chiang Mai, the province, is all about. Fantastic area, lovely culture. You don't get that in the city. What you get is tourism in the city, and people sad that they've lost their businesses, people unhappy that tourists aren't coming so much in their droves, although they're starting to now. And what you get is a different feeling from people in the city. So, albeit that it's what some people are used to, it's not necessarily representative of Thailand, let alone what Chiang Mai is really like. Well, I found this lovely place called Young Folk Brew. It's been here for a number of years and I didn't know it was here. I've driven past it so many times. I'm impressed. It's a lovely, quaint little place, and it's got lots of history stacked in the bookcases and old things tucked away, that little knickknacks that remind you of your past. Well, I've now come up to Mae Klang after having navigated round the back of Chom Thong. The diversions through Chom Thong back streets because of the roadworks that are going on in the middle of town. And amidst all of the turmoil of the heavy rain causing localised flooding there, and I've come here to Mae Klang to see the volume of water, just to hear the sound and enjoy it coming over the cascades behind me. And the poor souls here are repairing their washed out restaurants, the stages that they put you on to eat your food. Some of them have washed away down the river. Thanks very much for joining me on this video here at Mae Klang Waterfall. I've had a very nice Gapao Mall, very nice indeed. I'm now going to go off and top that off with a nice espresso at Martini Espresso, or Espresso Martini, down in Chom Thong, the best and my favourite espresso coffee shop here in Chom Thong. So until the next time, I wish you well. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.